Okay, we've got a James Hetfield Explorer. Belongs to Drew Maniscalco of Righteous Sin. And we're replacing the nut on it. The nut, what had happened was that the E-string especially dropped below where it should have been, and it was buzzing out on the first fret. So once that happens, you really have to replace the nut, and that's what we're doing today. And we're using a very good graphite nut, self-lubricating. You can see the old nut's been removed. I have it here. That was the old nut. Let me see if I can pick it up, show you guys quick. That was it, we removed it. Very, very little wood came out, no big deal. And then what we did was we replaced it with this new graphite nut. Taped off the headstock really well so that it's not, I do that so that the paint doesn't chip off when you actually remove the nut. You can see how tight we are over here. You can see if we can get this in. See how nice the nut is sitting in there. Really nice tight fit. I'm going to do a full blown out nut replacement job on another guitar, which I'll show you, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing to this Explorer. Really nice guitar too. This thing sounds great. Has EMGs in it. The height of the string off to the first fret, the distance from the top of the fret to the bottom of the string, is very, very crucial when you're setting action. This gauge allows me to set the action of the to the first fret very, very quickly. What I do is I spin this wheel. I just lay this block down on top, so there's a little piece in here that's pushing up against the string. You can see the needle move. It's resting at 0. So when I come across with my fingers and I push this first string down to the fret, it's telling me how hot or how much I'm deflecting. Right now I'm deflecting 20 thousandths. So this string before I put the nut on was perfect, and it was around 15 thousandths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shave it just a little bit more to get it down to around where it was before. Give or take a thousandth of an inch, and it should be the way Drew likes it. He's a shredder, and he likes to feel those strings close to the frets. But there's always a trade-off between that and getting the the buzz out. So you don't want, so when you're playing, and he tunes down to C sharp too, so the strings have a tendency to be a little bit looser, and they have a tendency to slap on the frets. So that's why I'm setting it back to the way it was before, because that was a perfect height for him, and he didn't get any excessive buzz on open strings when he was playing. So we're going to just kiss this nut again with the file. I'm using these fretting files. Let me show you. Here's the one that I'm using. Okay, I've loosened the string, I've taken it out of the slot, and I'm just going to come along with the file. You have to make sure not to hit the fret too. It's very delicate. And I'm just going to come across just a little bit, and that should drop the string perfectly. About 15 thousandths of an inch off the top of the first fret. I'm going to tighten it back up. No buzz. Feels really good. No buzz on that first fret. What we're going to do is we're going to come along, re-zero this out so it's close. And then we're going to flex the string again. Now we're down around 18 thousandths. So I'm going to leave it like this. It feels really good, and I think he's going to like it. And again, leaving it just a tad high there clears that first fret so you don't get buzz. So this is the D string. I still have to do the G, the B, and the E, which was the problem one before. But you can even see how the nut is put in here. It's very tight, and it fits perfectly where the old one was. Again, this is a graphite composite. It's self-lubricating, so the string doesn't hang up in the nut when you're tuning it. As the string wears into the nut, it's very hard too. So as the string wears into the nut, it wears perfectly in the groove, and you don't get any tuning issues. Sometimes when you guys tune the guitar, if you hear that little pinging sound, all of a sudden it just goes tink like that, that means that the string is biting in the nut. That's not good. You don't want it to do that. And he was actually having this problem too with this old Gibson nut that he had in here, which is just, he just put a really piece of hard plastic, and they don't wear very well. Not like these. These are much better.